Revolver Underground.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's EROCK, Revolver Underground, hanging out here doing another Skype interview, and I'm here with ZamaPara. Is it ZamaPara or ZamaPara?
Hey, both sound good, but it's ZamaPara.
Okay, all right. I wanted to sound cool. I wanted to sound like I was just, elegant, but, whatever. It's fine. It's all good.
You got to go it on, brother.
That's right. Well, there you go. Now, Chad, introduce the two fine folks next to you.
All right here we got Michael Wheat. Michael is the guitar player and one of the songwriters with ZamaPara. And we got Lamar Williams over here, bass player, songwriter, and helps do a lot of promo with the group,
Nice. So let's get into this then right away. What is ZamaPara? What are you guys about? You guys are from New Orleans, and you guys, I dig the sound. If I didn't dig it, I wouldn't be playing it on the show. But you guys have a great sound. So tell me a little bit about ZamaPara.
Right on, man.
Oh, ZamaPara is straying from Randy Peroni, which is behind us, vision of musical, togetherness and finding a cohesive nature of healing, during, hard times, and having a positive vibe and vibration out into the world, through music. So lots of us getting together was, us basically jamming and creating. New Orleans is is really a mecca for melting pot for many different styles of music, and we have the dueling percussionists with the funky bass and the layering of guitars. And like I said, I really think that we created something, that can hopefully. Everybody that's been listening to us, which, the album was just dropped in, right at the beginning of this year. We've been getting a lot of good positive feedback on the album. So we're really proud of it. So we're just trying to get the message out now to honor our best friend and lead singer, Randy, who passed away in February.
Oh, man, sorry to hear that. So, what do you guys? With that being said, how are you going about when you sit down, you write a song? However that is for you guys. What are the influences that you have that you really look to write a great song?
Well, a lot of our songs kind of come from just our brotherhood, just being friends, hanging out, and talking about what's going on in our lives, and we'll sit down and we'll hang out for an hour or so and just kind of everybody get together on the same mindset, and then we'll start playing music. And that friendship and that relationship is able to create, this spiral effect that comes into, it is able to make something else that we couldn't have done outside of the group. So by working together, we're able to make this new song or this album as it is, So if somebody's having some difficulty at work or something, we'll, find a cool riff and lyrics and just kind of sing it out. And I don't know, it's a group process to get something together, and that's what makes ZamaPara kind of one of my favorite bands to play with, just good friends and good music,
Absolutely, and that's pretty cool that you can, there's a lot of bands out there that don't make it a group effort. They just have one person either in charge of the lyrics or in charge of the music, and then they write it and everybody else kind of follows suit, but which is fine, whatever. But I really like the whole, like you just said, the group effort situation where everybody has a really good part in creating something for the audience. So I dig that. That's awesome. That's very cool. Let's see. What are some of the better shows that you guys have played? What does that look like for you as far as maybe being on stage and looking out at the audience, or just a ridiculously amazing show that you have done? What does that look like?
Man, one of the ones that just kind of, you're saying that, one of the ones that jumps out of my mind was 2 years ago down in New Orleans. It's a party culture and a running culture as well as a music culture,
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had this event called the Mardi Gras Marathon. Was right around Mardi Gras time. They have it was like 22,000 people or something like
Jeez.
that. In this thing. So it was like our load-in was at 5 a.m. or whatever, show for 7 a.m. It was blistering cold outside, and we sat up on the stage and we would just play. We were playing and there's just a sea of people running past us. It's like we had maybe their ears for 15 seconds from the time they heard us to the time they left, and it was amazing. I mean, just seeing all the people come, and it was such good energy, and everybody had a smile on their face. They'd stop and like, yeah, that was great, and take a picture, whatever, and get on the way. You know.
That is awesome. It's always awesome. Yeah, it's always awesome to have the people that to see people just excited about your music. I know that being on stage for me, it's the same way. Just being able to, especially when they start singing your words, and yeah, the interaction, exactly. Just being able to interact with people and having them really get into what you're doing and support what you're doing. That's an amazing, amazing feeling.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you guys, how long have you guys been together?
Well, I mean, ZamaPara in one creation or another was been together like, I guess, 7 years on and off before Katrina. With this group, 2 or 3 years. But, we are, essentially we just finished our Kickstarter, so we're getting ready to go in and record our final album. Of the songs that we were doing over the last couple years. Again,
with our brother Randy, who just
but before Randy had his complications from the surgery, he went in and recorded basically an album's worth of material. Maybe a just in case type of scenario. Mm-hmm. So we have him recorded. That we're going to go in over the next 2 or 3 months and essentially you have a whole nother album, as well as there's 5 or 6 other songs that we've been working on and really putting our soul into to create, and we're going to try to get maybe 3 or 4 or maybe 5 different other lead singers to sing in there. So we have there's a lot of work that we have left to do, and to wave the flag and carry on the ZamaPara tradition out there. But that's kind of the boat that we're in right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but the good news is that you will continue ZamaPara, and it's gonna be something that, like you just said, you might bring in various different lead singers and vocalists and things of that nature, but it will continue.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very nice. That's very cool. That is very cool. So you guys have been, I'm assuming you guys, all of you have been in music for quite some time now.
Yeah.
It's a fair statement. All right. All right, so tell me this then. All right, so let's just simply go back, let's just go back 5 years. 5 years ago, you're doing music, which whatever project you were doing it, you're sitting in the music industry, you're doing this, you're in a band, you're doing it solo, whatever it is that you're doing, remember what you're doing 5 years ago. All right, so what are the major changes from 5 years ago to right now in 2013 that you have seen and that may have helped you or may have simply gotten in the way? What are some of the things that you've seen that have changed?
Wow, that's an awesome question.
For me, it definitely would be the direction of music to be more serious and not such a game of drinking. More serious with the music.
Right. It's more of a spiritual practice instead of just a physical action. We're not just running through the numbers or there to play music and show off or whatever. It's there because the music, I guess, is what we're saying is it's there for a reason. And bettering us.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 years ago, I was not in ZamaPara, and I was playing in a different original band, and we were going through, all these different drummers and occasionally a different bass player, and music got to be something, more of work than from a place of soul and a place of passion, and it basically 5 years ago I was losing my, music heals, music transcends you. Music gives you wings. Music takes you, and transcends you, and makes you, is the best therapy in the world for musicians. So when I met Randy and ZamaPara, it really was oh my God, here is a band of brothers, and like I said before, it's not very often you find a way of looking at life by plugging your guitar in an amp, but that's the way it was with ZamaPara, and I feel, very, very fortunate to have, found them, and they found me as well. I'm very fortunate to be, be a part of this.
Right. Yeah. So it's a good learning experience really for everybody. I mean, you've all come from different aspects of the music industry, to form this band ZamaPara, and it's one of those things where I think that a band of brothers. First of all, that comes to mind is just you guys. Seem like you all really get along very well, and that's one of the key elements in having any type of musical band, I think, that's going to be successful and not just some corporate, a template. You know what I mean? So, which actually is a brilliant transition into my next question. I didn't even plan that. I'm just on a roll apparently, but the corporate music world right now, the way that you see music right now, you're listening to it on the radio. You're hearing all of these. You have The Voice, you have American Idol, you have all of these. I can't tell you what I really want to say because we have the FCC right now, but you know what I'm saying. Like, what do you guys? Yeah, what do you guys really think about the way the music industry is and what's happening right now?
Oh man,
nothing beats getting together with some friends, getting some instruments, getting in the garage, and seeing what you got.
Yeah, you're right though. I mean, music, it started off, I think, for a lot of people as like a release or an expansion of themselves, and money comes afterwards, but if you got a good product, and people are enjoying it and they're out dancing, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to make a living and do it. And I think the industry now it's been evolving, for the past 10 years for certain, from a big business to kind of a smaller business mindset of, different artists doing their own labels, and doing their own producing and stuff. And really, technology has made it so that, anybody and everybody can go and record in their garage, and that is really made it, just more accessible for people. This is me, and this is who I am and my creative self. And I think it's beautiful that people are able to share. It just kind of makes it hard to find the acts you really want to play with or, to book, for an agent or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I think too on my side as I'm an artist too, but on this immediate side as being a DJ, an on-air DJ, I feel because I'm the one who picks the music for this show. Technology is amazing and it sucks all at the same time. Like you said, it's amazing. Yeah, like you said, it's amazing that people can share and that people can do all of this stuff. But at the same time, now I have to sift through 2,000 songs every week to find the best 13 or 14 songs that I can play. And out of those, there's so much crap out there that it's not even funny. But at the same time, it's amazing too because you have that. Right now I can take my iPhone out and I can record an entire song just by simply using my iPhone. That's all I have to do.
You can shoot a video and put it on YouTube and get incredibly popular on a YouTube channel.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's a great time for for artists in that aspect, but it's also on the flip side of that, where I'm at, it kind of blows at some points because there's just so many people trying to think, they think that they have what it takes, and clearly they don't.
Well, I encourage people to practice. That's first of all, practice your accent, practice your lifestyle you want to lead. And if it works out that you're financially stable in that, then that's awesome. If not, don't quit your day job, but don't quit pursuing your art. That's what I'd say.
Absolutely. If you guys could choose, a decade to be in and play music, what would that decade be?
Wow, there's been so many previously. It's hard to choose.
I would shoot for 20,070.
Nice.
The future is unwritten.
That's right. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy where I am now, and I'm excited for the next 5 years. I know that's not really what you're looking for, but yeah, the future seems so bright.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. That's brilliant because I'm only asking these questions because they're questions that I've been asked. So I want to see what the general consensus is out there, and that's actually a really good answer. That I'm very happy with where things are at today. Like I'm looking at all of these different. Now it doesn't mean that I'm not influenced by different decades, but to be able to take the DeLorean and go back with Doc, you know, and figure out what decade you're gonna. I don't know, man. I have no idea which one I would be in.
I mean, and are we limiting ourselves to like American music, or are we going international here? You know,
that's the question. That is the question. I mean, there's so much.
If we're going, let's go all the way. You know, ancient China had some awesome music. Africa, where it all started with the drum. You know, that we have to check out.
Yep. See, it's endless. There's just so much out there that it's so hard. I mean, you know, there's things out there. There's styles of music out there that I completely want to throw off a cliff somewhere. But, you know, and there's artists out there that I'm just like, why are William Hung? Let's just talk about him for a second. William freaking Hung. A gimmick is all I can say. It was a gimmick. I mean, props to the guy. He's got to know that he is not good. No
offense, dude, but
yeah, no offense. I mean, I know you did your American Idol thing. You had your 15 minutes, but they gave you an album. They gave you an entire album.
You know, but then again, we're not talking about musicality here. We're talking about numbers and pretty faces. You know,
True.
He had
True.
good on that show, and they saw the stats when he was singing. So what do? Hey, man, that's a good idea. Why don't you make an album? We'll make some money off that. Just name recognition, name salience
but
it goes a long way, dude.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem is that there's so much of that. You know, these labels for the last seems like 50 years or so. They have this template that for some reason has been working all of that time, and now they're kind of they're you can see the labels falling away, but they don't really acknowledge that their system isn't working. So they keep doing these things. They keep putting out these cookie cutter artists and bands and songs, and it's like, I want to get back to the music. I want to get back to real.
You know, but my friend, I think that culturally is kind of where everything is at now. You know, within the music business, but and a lot of other business. You know, things have been in place so that big businesses making money and doing well for themselves. But as people come to realize that money is leaving those neighborhoods or their pockets, then they're starting to see that, hey, we could do this ourselves. We could do this with my neighbor down the street or whatever. It's like I'm so grateful we have so many recording studios here in the city because in one day we can go to 3 different studios and record 3 different songs, all at moderate prices.
Yeah.
Come out with great quality and a great sound at different places.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the the where music is today is that we don't being an indie artist or being just a DIY artist, you don't have to sign to a label ever again. You don't have to do that. You can if you wish, but you don't have to. Everything that you need, you can a la carte it. You don't when you sign to a label, now you don't have to use their management or their recording studio or their this or their that. You can do whatever you want. You can pick it so that it fits you perfectly.
It's true. And it's kind of like a quid pro quo, like those labels. They don't want to hire bands that aren't drawn, because like we said earlier, the market is just so saturated with individuals, or our bands going to play that, their A&R guys, I'm sure, are having a field day trying to pick through all the shit, And anyway, so that being said, I think that they have a chance to. Shit, I kind of forgot what else. But I think that they have a chance. That's where it is. They have a chance to make money elsewhere, and they kind of are. And publicity deals and sync licenses and such. That's where a lot of money now.
Yeah, for sure.
On TV, that's how a lot of bands are getting known. Which, if anybody wants to pick us up out there, we got some good songs and we got some new material. So check us out. Absolutely,
it's going to be amazing. All right, so let's say this. So 2013 is winding down. You guys have had a lot of stuff happen just simply in the last year, and there, some things that are winding down for you. You got the albums getting ready to, you're ready to record a new album and things like that. What are some immediate goals for 2014?
Yeah,
well, the main thing is we're looking for new vocalists.
Yeah, we've been trying out different artists from the area, from people that we know or people that have contacted us, to kind of help step into the place that we had. We have a void in our band. We don't have a front person lead singer. I mean, we can all sing, but it's nice to have a pretty bass and a pretty voice up front that could really draw a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Hold on. So that's. So that's our immediate goal for 2014 is to finish the album, find a lead singer,
and get back to playing shows.
And get back to playing shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to playing live.
Yeah.
We've had a couple really intense jam sessions with local rap artists doing like kind of our stuff, and it kind of left chills and like a rapper called Black Soul jammed with us, and it's phenomenal, and it showed us what we could do, and that there are many influences that we could layer onto and create something truly unique and spontaneous and fresh, and who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. I think so, and I think that's amazing that you can do all these different things with different artists. It's an amazing thing because now you can cross over into their field and they into yours. It's a brilliant plan, and if it works, it's great.
Yeah, right. I mean, what's something else we're talking about technology? It's so cool. The internet has made it available to everyone. To be connected with so many different, I so say subcultures. So we could. Our influences come from other genres than the main one that we play.
Mm-hmm.
With those influences and in our sound, we're able to hang out and musically talk to the other individuals. Like we have R&B artists, we have jazz artists. And
that comes from also living in New Orleans, where we have a lot of jazz horn and reggae and funk and blues and.
Country.
Yeah, I mean, we have
Bounce. Check that out.
Yeah, and I mean, all these players are here, and we all jam. We've all jammed on side projects with lots of different guys, countless number of styles. So, that's what New Orleans. They say New York's the melting pot, but I mean, New Orleans is too, and the juxtaposition of the different styles and the dueling percussionist and the funky bass and the acoustic guitar, and we really I keep bringing it back to, but Randy made us promise that we would keep the vision and the vibe and the soul of ZamaPara going, and that's what 2014 is really going to be about. 2013 is about healing and putting the pieces back together, and 2014 may be about us flying finally.
Yeah, making the world a better place.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, and again, I don't know Randy, but from everything that you guys have said, I wish that I would have been able to get the chance to meet him, because he really does sound like an amazing person, and I'm very proud just to simply be on a small part of what you guys are doing. It's just, I know you guys have a great sound. I know you guys have a great thing going, and there's only going to be good things coming from you guys. So. It's going to be amazing to be able to get to the next level, and he's watching. He is, and he's going to be a big part of that. So, there he is, right there in the background.
Stop by, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, let me give you a little flyover of Randy right now.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Very cool. Very cool.
Everything we do, we definitely keep in the focus of
for sure
honoring our good and moving forward and keeping our motivation pure.
Definitely. That's it's a really good thing too, because there's a lot of negativity out there, it seems, these days, and anything positive is always acceptable and always embraced.
Yeah, it's true. You're talking about acceptable, man. It's interesting you bring that up, because it's unacceptable, all the shit that is spewed out through the media and just our culture. It's so violent, It's completely unnecessary. I was even looking through a friend of mine's movie cabinet the other day, and I couldn't find but 100 movies. Couldn't find but maybe 4 movies that had no violence in it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And they're all good movies that I've watched and I love, but it really got my mind thinking, we're at a crossroads, and we got to start watching how we handle ourselves.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's one of the biggest things in America that we have to deal with. I mean, not just in America, but that's just where we happen to be right now, and that's one of the one of the bigger things is, yeah. So yeah, I agree, and I think the positivity angle, it's not an angle, it's a way of life. It's it's just what it is, and I'm all about that. Again, there's so much negative out there. It's annoying. I don't, drama. Same thing. I'm done. I'm over it. I want to be able to hang out with whoever I want to hang out with and have a good conversation. I don't care what you look like, how you look. I mean, your color. It doesn't matter to me. If you're a good person and we get along, then let's just hang out. Let's just do it.
And to put it simply, good things come from good things.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's a brilliant way of putting it. That's great. Guys, where can we find you online?
You can find us at ZamaParamusic.com.
Which is going to be automatically directed to our Reverb Nation site.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
And we're on Facebook. We got a page in a group, and MySpace maybe. I don't know. We got a bunch on YouTube. Check us out.
You can always Google ZamaPara and get many links. We have a large web presence for other news.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Very nice. Well, if you guys ever need a rock vocalist, you let me know. I'll be more than happy to come.
Well, when we get out that way, we'll be calling you, brother.
There it is, right there.
Maybe we could bounce you a track and let you listen to it.
Yeah, bring it on. I'll be happy to do that for you guys. That'd be awesome.
Right on, EROCK.
Rock and roll.
We'll do it.
All right, fair enough. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. It's been great.
Right on, man. Likewise. We'll see you soon.
All right, man. ZamaPara, check them out right now. This is Revolver Underground. EROCK signing off. Peace.
Right.
Peace.